And let us take a deep breath together. And may the blessings of the entire company of heaven, your ascended family, the angelic host, the great ascended host, the goddesses, the archangels, the great Chohans, many great beings of light and love, that each of you over the years have come to know, and I trust have welcomed into the living room of your life. And may the blessings of all these great ones, through the authority of my own rose pink flame, which is the most inclusive flame. It is the flame from the heart of creation. It is the flame of the Mother's presence that has so been denied in religious movements of this world. And may I use my rose pink flame and speak that rose pink flame into your consciousness, your own minds, and the etheric nature of your lives on earth holds a record of everything you have experienced in this lifetime. A record of all your thoughts, all your feelings, all your words, all your actions are stored in what we call ether. Some refer to it as the fifth element. And each one has an etheric record. And it is not wise for any of you to ever try and look in that etheric record. Because as you know, you are awakening out of a history of duality. A history where good and bad, negative as well as positive, has registered in the minds and the bodies and the feelings of the people. Yes, yet let me call to each of you right now a service of one of the great cherubim angels. The cherubim are the great love angels. And let me call to each of you now, and to all of you who are listening to this recording in future time, I call the same for you. I call a cherubim angel to be with you, directly appointed by myself, Akasha, to be with you for a period of 7 days, to peer into, to look into the ether of your life, to look into the record of your life, where all your thoughts, all your feelings, all your actions, all your prayers, all your decrees, all your meditations, all the moments that you came before God, in whatever way you knew the great creators to be. And as my cherubim angels remain with each of you, can you imagine? How many years are you in the garment? 20, 30, 40, 50, 70? Each year has many days, many hours, many minutes, many seconds, an etheric record of each moment. And my gift to you, this gift is one that I have chosen. I always try to choose a gift as long as the energy and the effort by the students has been made, that after every conclave, to see what I can draw forth from the great central sun. And what I have chosen for you is a cherubim angel will come to you These are the angels of love. To open the ether, to look into the etheric record of your life, and to find every call for help, every plea to God, every prayer, every sacred decree, mantra, every time that you have looked up, even before you awakened, where you looked up asking for help. And as the angels, the cherubims, find these in the etheric record of your life, they will draw that out, and I, through my angels, will pour the rose-pink flames of the Mother's presence, the rose-pink flames of divine love, will, and grace. That is like reactivating. It is like doing every prayer, every meditation, every decree, every time you've turned within or upwards for help. Whether it was before you awakened or after. It is like taking that entire record, activating it as if it was real and now, because it is real. We're taking it from the past. Except this time, through my angels, I will release the great power of the Mother's presence, the power of rose-pink love into all those prayers, decrees, calls for help, those moments in which life may have seemed so difficult, and the best you could have done in that moment is just to surrender to some higher power. Every single moment the angels will find in the etheric record of your life, and we will pour the rose-pink flames of the Mother's presence, the greatest love in the universe, into that, so that it draws the fulfillment back again. Sometimes it seems, precious hearts, that your prayers didn't get answered, that your calls and your decrees weren't answered, and you didn't know back then that even though religion says otherwise, you didn't know that Mother, Father, God never says no. They always say yes. And so if those prayers or calls weren't answered, now you know, if it seems they weren't answered, it's because something acting in your own feeling side of life was an obstacle to the fulfillment of those calls being released into your life. And so you see, there's almost not a discourse that I will not remind you of your free will. So, my rose-pink flames, this is not offered from the Ascended Master Realms. When you appeal to the Ascended Master Realms, there are a number of conditions that you must meet, dear heart. And in a way, you're meeting many of those conditions. But when you appeal to the center of the universe, when you appeal to the Mother's presence of the great central sun, it sets aside all requirements. Can you imagine? Is it possible that before you were 15 years old, that in your understanding of prayer or asking the Creator for help, do you feel that you might have sent up a prayer, some kind of prayer, before you were 15 years in the body? What do you think? Yes? Is that possible? That prayer is going to become activated again. With the rush, I know, dear, you don't even remember them all. But we're going to rush the rose-pink flames of the Mother's presence. We're going to go into that record and rush the will and the grace of God. Remember, dear hearts, what is grace? What is grace? At the end of the day, no matter if you've broken your mind, your feelings, your heart is broken, grace at the end of the day is a knowing that you have great power, you have great free will, but you cannot change what God made you to be. You can use 100 physical embodiments, but you cannot change the pure, jeweled innocence of your being that is inside your heart. Grace. In a moment, everything is set aside and you are made anew. This is a gift I have long waited to offer you. I asked the students of the Academy if you would all realize the importance of conclave, and whether you could get out to conclave, attend some of them, or just attune to the recordings. If you could understand the importance of conclave and come under the umbrella, come under the dispensation of that, if you'd make that effort, then so much more we could do for you. And this is an example of it. So, if my rose pink flames can get into every previous prayer, call, surrendering, meditation, contemplation, call for help, and release the Mother's presence of pure divine love, and call forth the fulfillment of every prayer in a way that is perfect for you in today's world, in today's moment, in today's family. Do you understand? I know this will be a tremendous blessing in your life. If you choose this, you've got to welcome. And why don't you do it right now? Just welcome a cherubim angel to come to you for the next 7 days and just be with you. That's all you have to do, and you have to accept that this intervention can be done for you. Just take a moment. Akasha, I welcome this intervention. And I call upon a cherubim angel, the angels of love. I call one appointed by you to come to me now and be with me for the next 7 days. And to enter into the etheric record of my life and draw out every prayer, every call, every decree, every moment I've ever surrendered, every moment I've ever put my hands together in prayer, every moment I might have reached a hand up and asked for help, and that cherubim angel to withdraw all of that and fill that and charge that with the rose pink flames of divine love, will, and grace. The rose pink flames of the Mother's presence that commands fulfillment of every prayer and request for help. And that will be translated in today's world. The world that is your lives and worlds today. This is my gift to each of you. I am Akasha, and this is my gift of the Diamond Heart Conclave to each of you, and I pray you will well accept it.